Is the real estate market in Michigan cooling down? I mean, it was hot there for a while. It was real hot.
It's too hot for hot dogs.
Well, I'm wearing a jacket, so what does that tell you?
Cold outside.
But I'm also taking the jacket off, so, you know.
It's also warm in here.
Man, this channel really, I have it all on this channel, like mystery, suspense, all sorts of things. You could probably cancel your Netflix subscription and just subscribe to this channel, because, you know, it's got it all. In this video, I'm going to tell you what has happened in 2020 and 2021 with the real estate market in Michigan, what's happening right now, and what I think is going to be happening in the future. Is it going to crash? Is it going to totally cool down? I'll tell you. And most importantly, is right now a good time to buy or sell a house in Michigan? That's what you really want to know, and that's what I'm going to tell you. Roll the intro! This is my music. If you're new here and new to me, my name is Paul and I make videos just like this one to help people like you make better decisions when buying or selling real estate in the great state of Michigan, specifically in Metro Detroit, Michigan. That's my zone and that's my website. So if you like this sort of thing, you should subscribe to this channel because there's a good chance I'm going to cover some stuff that you are interested in now or in the future. And there's a lot more where all this is coming from. It's coming from my brain and the internet. And if you want to buy or sell a house in Michigan, reach out because I'm also a full-time real estate agent and I've helped hundreds of people buy and sell homes all over the state of Michigan. So there's a pretty good chance I can help you too. You can find me all over the internet. Links to all my info is below.
Do you want to try that again?
Is below? Is below. So first of all, we have to talk about what happened in 2020 and in 2021. If you have not watched my other two videos on the market madness, I'll bring you up to speed. Back in November and in April of 2021, I released videos about how absolutely
Don't say it.
crazy the market was, or is, or was. Lots of flames, like total real estate Armageddon. It was nuts. I come from a family of real estate agents. My grandfather was a real estate agent, my father's a real estate agent, my mother's a real estate agent, my sister's a real estate agent, and no one had ever seen a market like this, ever.
Ever.
Not ever. So what I talked about was that in a balanced market, you have 6 months of housing on the market to sell. So if no more houses came on the market, 6 months, they'd all be gone. So that's considered a balanced market. But when I made those videos, there was only about 1 month, like 1.5 months. That's it. That's all that was available. So that is not a balanced market. That's far from balanced. That's crazy non-balanced. Like if you're on teeter-totter and you're like an adult and there's a small child on the other end, that's what it's like. Not balanced at all. So we had no houses on the market, then we had super historically low interest rates, and we had people panic buying because of COVID. They wanted a place of their own to live, right? They don't want to have shared entrances, they don't want to live in apartment buildings, they want to live in their own homes. You have people panic buying, low interest rates, no housing on the market, craziness. And when I say the interest rates were low, they were like 2.9% or below. And the nice houses that came on the market had anywhere from like 4 to 20 plus offers on every single nice house that came on the market because everyone was flooding to them. Little side note here, my buyers won a ton of those. I've been really good over the years at winning multiple offer situations and creating multiple offer situations for my sellers in any market. If you would like to watch a video on how to win multiple offer situations, if you're in one right now, you can watch the video here. I made it, but it's very long, very boring video, but you will know exactly what to do to win situations like that if you find yourself in one. All right, so that was what was happening in the past. Let's talk about what's happening right now. And is the market cooling down? Is it going to crash? Everybody asks me the same thing. They say, how is the market? How are things going? And it seems like there's so many more houses on the market. That's what everyone says. It seems like there's a ton of houses on the market, right? Wrong! There are not a ton of houses on the market. There's actually the same amount that there were before. There's 1.5 months of inventory still, right now, today. So still very low inventory. And the interest rates are also still pretty low. They have creeped up a little bit, but they're not crazy. They're still pretty freaking low. Back in the 80s, the 1980s is what I'm talking about, like the 1780s, right? I think back in the 1980s.
Excellent clarification.
Interest rates were nearly 19%. 19. Like right now, they're right around 3. So you don't know how good you have it. People are still worried about the interest rates going up. They're not gonna, well, I don't think they're gonna reach 18, 19%. Doesn't seem like they will. That would be crazy, but they're still low right now. And the average home right now, when they sell, they're actually on the market for less time than they were before. So the whole Armageddon crazy fire, flames and everything, houses are still selling fast right now. There's still not a lot of them. The difference is that instead of having 20 offers, you have maybe 2 or 5. And those 2 to 5 offers are really strong offers. These are the people who still want to buy, and they're probably not panic buying. They just want to move. The other thing that we see on the market right now are houses that were overpriced because of the crazy pandemic buying. So you have neighbors that would say, oh, Sally and Joe, they sold their house for $800,000. I can get $800,000 for mine. When in all reality, your house is worth $600,000. It's not the same type of market. You don't have people doing crazy things right now. I've been generating these multiple offer situations in every market for years and years and years. So the current market right now is kind of more like my regular market. It's sort of what I'm used to. The multiple offers, 5 to 10 offers on one house. That's sort of more what I'm used to instead of the 20 or 30 offers on a house. That's just crazy. That's a lot of offers. So is the real estate market in Michigan cooling down? A little bit. It's more like it went from a raging forest fire to like a bonfire, maybe? Like a house, we don't want to say house fire. House fire doesn't sound very good, right? Actually, nobody wants to talk about forest fires either. So maybe from like a bonfire to like a campfire. How about that? Still hot, just less hot. And right now, there are 0 signs that the market is going to totally cool down. I don't care what anyone is saying. There are no signs that it's just gonna come to like a crawl. And back when I made those other videos, people kept talking about how the forbearance is going to be up and there's going to be all these foreclosures that are going to flood the market and we're gonna have all these houses on the market. And I said at that time that that was total BS, and I'm sticking to it now because that's not true, because the people who could not afford to stay in their homes, they can just sell them because there are still no houses on the market. So instead of just letting it go to the bank, why would you do that? You would just put it on the market, and that's what people are doing. Like slowly but surely, houses are coming on the market, but it's not this flood. There's not 1 million houses on the market. There's still like none. So if you're one of the people who keep saying, I will wait for the market to crash, Don't be that person. I've had people that I've been talking to for the past 8 years, 8 years, who keep saying, I will wait until the market cools out. 8 years. You know what? They could have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars if they would have just purchased when they first wanted to buy a house. They were ready to buy a house. They had money saved to buy a house. They had their pre-approval ready to buy a house, and they didn't because they thought that they were gonna like catch it on the downswing. And that never happened, and I don't think that it will.
What exactly do you suggest we do?
But don't worry, I'm gonna tell you what you should do. If you would like to sell your house in Michigan, it is not too late. I think I made that pretty clear. You didn't miss the boat. You can still get multiple offers on your home. You can get some crazy offers on your home. And it all comes down to the prep that you do before you sell it, and then the positioning. So the way that your agent positions it in the market to attract multiple offers. You don't want to be the highest one. You don't want to be the absolute lowest one. You want to be positioned correctly and then marketed appropriately. Now, if you want to buy a home in Michigan, again, I just told you it's not super easy, but it can be done. You are going to have a good shot at getting a lot of places that you otherwise couldn't get just a few months ago, as long as your agent knows what they're doing. So contact the other agent, do a lot of follow-up, offer appropriately. There's a bunch of things you can do. I pointed you to the other video. Watch that all the way through and you will pretty much know what to do. Just make sure your agent asks all the right questions. It's so frustrating when agents don't. When I'm on the list side and other agents just throw offers at me without even asking me anything, like, what do your sellers want? What can we do to win this? Seems like simple questions to ask. And 9 out of 10 agents don't do that. If you don't have a good real estate agent and you're looking in Metro Detroit, Michigan, reach out, because I can help you. I can do that. It's all right. We'll make some time. So again, the market, it's not cold. It's not totally cooling down. It's still hot. like pretty hot. So if you wanna buy a house, do it. Do it now, while you can. And if you're still undecided on where you'd like to live in Michigan, check out some of these other videos and playlists around here, and I will see you there.